Yes, all about love, unity, consciousness. Ewit, ewit. I'm doing another name reading. I'm honored. This person found me. Can you please say your name, how you found me?
So my name is Lewis McDonald. I'm from Scotland in the UK, and I found you, Jay, just watching YouTube through Santos Bonacci.
Awesome.
So he recommended one of your videos on Facebook, and that's where I heard some of your name readings as well as your other insights. So I felt like I had to reach out to you.
Oh, so now it's my chance to try my Scottish accent. So that's pretty great there. I feel that you're following my channel there. I think it's great. Is that sort of good enough?
I think you'll be welcomed.
Yes, cool. All right, so I already did your name, and bless Santos Bonacci and what he's doing, and everyone. This is for self-esteem right now. We're at a very serious time. We have the coronavirus thing going. Review. We had mad cow, cancer, AIDS, bird flu, SARS. So right now, it's very important that we all talk to each other, communicate. Don't be afraid to go out. Communicate and love yourselves. Your number, Lewis. First of all, your first name, Lou. I'll break that down. L-E, this is for the Druids, which relates to your Scotland, right? L-U-G is Lu, the Druid sun god for Saturn. Lu brings light, like Lex or Lex Luthor, Luxor of Egypt. That's very important for pop culture. So already, that's the dark light. This is going to blow your mind because your name, your number, actually equals Saturn, which would be Shiva or Lu of Ireland. Not many people break down the Irish culture, and they talk to the Egyptians. Apparently, the first pharaoh's bones, Lewis, were found in Ireland. His name was Menes. And they do have pyramids all over the place in Ireland and Scotland and domes. We know this. Okay. McDonald is awesome. You have McDonald's, right? You have the MC, right? Master of ceremonies. I can tell you're a business person. Dawn. Does it dawn on us? The morning star, Lewis, is the dawn's early light, right? You see how we're all unified? So you're American too. You're also from the United state of mind. Cool. So that would be Venus and Saturn. You got a Shakti and a Shiva. Your number equals 61, which is blowing my mind. Because in all my name readings, the number 7 is important. Why? My numbers are 11 and 5. In Chaldean, Middle Eastern numerology, my name JHE equals 2. In Pythagoras of Greece, yeah, it's 185. I show it always. It equals 14 for 5. Combine that, you get 7. I also had a little child who passed away, baby JJ. Anyone who's lost a child, I have compassion. Baby JJ's funeral, February the 5th, 11 a.m. last month. Are you kidding me? Now, I'm going to ask you some questions about this number 61. So usually there's something either in our backgrounds, the family. 61 is an elder number, or it can be 16. 7. Do any of these numbers mean anything to you? And take your time.
Say the numbers again, Jay.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah. 61.
61.
16. Or 7.
Not too sure, to be honest, Jay.
No problem. Do you work hard, like 7 days out of the week close? You seem like a person who's very, active.
I would say so these days, yeah.
Okay. So, do you have anything from your past when you were younger, age 16, that you can think of? Anything in your teens that was pivotal to you? Something...
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot. It was a very pivotal time at 15 to 16.
Okay, talk about that. There we go. We got it. So build from there and let me know what's up.
So at 16, I mean, I had a really hard time in school. I never really got on well with the whole educational system. From a young age, I was always questioning it. But about 15, 16, one of my good friends overdosed and died, and my little brother was sexually attacked. So around about that time, as a young kid in school, my entire sense of the world, my model of reality, just came crashing down. So that was a real, heartbreaking moment. But stripped a lot of false layers back, and that sort of started my journey of making sense of the pain, making sense of life itself.
Yes. Well, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shiva Boom Om, JHE, and LEWIS. Thank you for sharing that personal thing. Now, that was amazing, I'll tell you why. Notice how when I asked you, this is the most important part of all of my readings, because a lot of people get afraid, or they kind of doubt themselves, or they kind of close, they get nervous. I'm not saying you're nervous, right? So when I first asked you, you said, oh man, I don't know. How many times has happened where I've asked the question, hey, specifically, and then you said, yeah, at 16 or 15, relates. This is called being psychic. You have to ask the questions. We're all psychic. Or a sidekick. Who's your sidekick? Your kidney. Your best mate. Your best, right? Your best girl. Why is there a best man at a wedding? Or a Bruno Mars? Or a Bob Marley? These patterns are important for us. Okay, cool. So I also, too, have survived some trauma in my youth, so I relate to you to that. I connect with you. Have you dealt with this this memory? Is it still something kind of causing?
No, it's been a long process, you know. That pain and that trauma definitely changed the sort of direction of my life. I ended up, you know, leaving school, became an apprentice electrician, and very soon after that, about age 18, I had my epiphany, this moment of awakening where I realised that perhaps I have a part to play in this grand mess that we find ourselves in as a human race, and that led me to go off travelling and leave my little bubble, my little hometown, and that was kind of the beginning of making sense of all of that. And from there was experimenting with different therapies as well. Now I'm a hypnotherapist, so I've done quite a lot of inner healing to then enable me to step out and begin helping others with their pain.
Yeah, your sign is definitely in the Tropic of Cancer. You're definitely a Tropic of Cancer. You're a lot of light, and I can tell by the vibrations. Capricorn people, that realm, it's not evil. Very focused, very detailed way of speaking. And people in Cancer are usually very ethereal, more goddess and feminine and sort of free. So, that's cool. I'll also tell you this about Scotland. Scotland's great because you have Scota. Scota. Well, who is Scooter? What's your scooter, right? We ride a scooter. I'm sure you have experiences with an automobile or a vehicle. You want to talk about that?
Experiences.
Anything interesting with a vehicle? You're living in Europe. They drive interesting out there. Ever had anything interesting happen to you on a scooter? Or I don't know, you got interesting cars out there. Talk to me.
I do drive a car. I've been in a few car crashes actually.
Okay, Lewis. Damn it, Lewis. It's important. I keep telling you stuff, and I can see you're like, oh man, I don't know. Oh yeah, I had a car crash. I need to know that. Yes. Yeah. So you had 2 car crashes.
I've been in quite a few car crashes.
A few? So what are you, like someone experienced here?
Getting pretty good at it.
Okay, watch this. This is a great build. I love this. I love your energy, man. I knew you and I were going to have fun. Number 7 represents death, Lewis. 7 is the 7th chakra, Shiva. And you notice how you just said you went through all those accidents. So why I'm asking you and trying to jog your memory, it's what a light worker does. A psychic just simply asks you the code, and then you pass me the information. That's psychic. So you're already vibration of handling death. But you see, I wouldn't tell that by your energy. You don't seem like someone broken and low self-esteem. That's intense to survive death like that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Now,
it's really interesting. You mentioned the death side as well.
Well, we have a lot of drinking. I dance. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you. I danced for Northern Ballet Theatre back in 2003 in Leeds, England, and we went to Glasgow.
Wow.
And I'll never forget seeing kilts in the window and seeing the mannequins with kilts, and I was like, yeah, but we do have a drinking culture. How is the drinking in your family and the drinking for you and all these things and health?
Yeah. So I've been teetotal, clean, off the drink for probably 4 or 5 years now. Before then, my whole, from age 14 to, I don't know how old, 21 or so, it was just heavy drinking. It was I had quite I would say that was my remedy, before I discovered different therapeutic methods and traveling. Before I started to discover and tap in with maybe more of who I truly am, that was my remedy. That was the mask I hid behind, and that was what sort of, numbed it all out, I suppose.
Man, it's a beautiful accent. Scottish people, man. Okay, so here's what's funny about Scota, back to that. And thank you for sharing that. I also had an addiction to cocaine. I couldn't really hold my liquor. I wasn't big on that. But yeah, cocaine and anything that would make you hyper. And then I basically had to learn the hard way. Basically, I woke up and I hated hearing birds. I hated having a beautiful woman next to me that was like there trying to deal with my shit. And I was like, why am I hating the things that I want to love? I asked myself that. I said, why would I want to live hating the birds, hating the morning? I said, I better fucking go and do something. So you and I are related. You said 14, damn it. My number 14, I was born May 14. You see how this works?
Mm-hmm.
You are subconsciously reuniting with me. Everyone on this planet is united. And Scota is the daughter of Akhenaten, the Egyptian pharaoh for Scotland. Of course, review. Your druids and your Egyptian pharaohs were talking. They did do commerce. Where did e-commerce come from? And boats. What is a Viking? Venus. Isn't that cool?
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, there's much more to you all than Braveheart and Mel Gibson. We know this. Great movie. I get it. But
must have been.
Okay, let's do some more on your number 7. Great. So angel number 7 resonates with the vibrations and energies of the collective consciousness. This one's come up before. That is your cerebral and cortex letters. Faith and spirituality. Awakening, and you awoke at an early age. You said 14, 15, something like this?
I would say about 18.
Oh, 18. Great. Mysticism, intuition, and inner knowing. Psychic abilities. Have you ever had any psychic moments with anyone? It goes like this. Hey, mate, I wouldn't go there if I was you because I feel a bad feeling, mate. And you were right, maybe?
I'm sure there has been, yeah. I've had quite a lot of mystical psychic experiences.
Can you possibly remember any of them? It doesn't matter how outlandish they are. I don't care. There's no judgment here. Can you try to share one? Those are cool.
Yeah, one was quite. This is just what came up as you asked that question. So I was up on an island. It's known as the Isle of Skye, beautiful place in Scotland. My friend was living there, and he was renting out one of these static caravan homes, just like a big long sort of extended thing. And one night I was there, and it was just this strange sense of someone watching me. And I sort of looked up, and it was almost like in a split second I almost felt like there was a man standing there. And I didn't know if my eyes were playing tricks on me or what. Kind of thought, maybe I'm just tired or something. But I told my friend about it, and he started kind of getting a little panicky and thinking, and I ended up telling me that, I sometimes feel like I'm being watched as well in this caravan. But we did some researching on the place, and apparently where the caravan had been placed used to be a hell where they used to do public executions or hangings.
Wow.
So I don't know if that was, the only connection we made to try and make sense of all that, but yeah.
You do have someone watching you. I'm going to explain. It's your number 7 is Saturn, or it's coronavirus Kronos. And shame on pop culture for taking nature. You have a corona plant. I have a corona prayer plant. I chanted to it, as Santos told me to do when my plants died. I felt horrible 3 years ago. I chanted, it grew into a corona prayer plant, and I see them all outside, and they have these beautiful light green coloring and fiery symbols. Here is how you know that you're being watched. So I do enema flushes. Everyone must do what? Enema flush. Just do it. Don't think about it. And use your Uranus. Your urine is Very good. It's ammonia, but plasma. It is your Mr. Clean, your Lysol that had Agent Orange in it anyways, and you thought you were spraying to make your place smell better, but you were poisoning yourself, and which your Vietnam soldiers used to kill your Asians. Yes or no? Agent Orange. See where I'm going? I passed a black stone. Week 3, black is Saturn, Shiva. So Saturn is back in black, AC/DC. All of your gothic people that come from Ireland and Scotland, the emo people are no joke. They're actually psychic. That's why they struggle and they cut themselves and they get depressed because they can hear shit and see things and it makes them nervous. So I would definitely encourage to all my readings, I'm going to encourage an enema flush.
Yep.
With urine therapy. You just pee in a cup, put it in the bag, you do your thing. It is cleaning your floor, your walls, your intestinal wall. That's your Mr. Clean, your ammonia. It's good ammonia. And when someone tells you it's toxic and it's putting it back in, no, you're a refrigerator. In the morning, your body's refreshing itself. That's the blood of Christ you're drinking. In the morning star, hence Venus rises with you. We have morning wood, for God's sake. We get erect. Why in the morning? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Great. So you have also here scientific research. You have specializing as a specialist of inventor, and you have the written word. You're a business person. I went to your Facebook. Talk about what you're involved in now. You're very active, it seems.
Yeah, well, at the moment it's well, it goes under the title of hypnotherapy. I do a range of different stuff with people, but
wait a minute, you do hypnotherapy?
Hypnotherapy, yeah.
Dude, that's the first thing you should have said. That's psychic. That's awesome, Hare Krishna. That's your actual job.
It's very intuitive.
Wow. Keep going, sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's kind of stimulated a few thoughts around, that line of work's very intuitive. I'd probably gravitate more to the intuitive side of it than maybe labeling it psychic, but it is very much that. Different things. I use storytelling a lot. So when people are in trance, I use storytelling to connect with deeper parts of them, their subconscious, using symbols and different imagery. And
beautiful.
Yeah, some of the things, sometimes I just intuitively get a sense to talk about, it'll just come up. Like with one lady, seashells came up, and I was talking about, just the journey of a seashell and how if it's hidden in the darkness, it'll never be found. If it's at the bottom of the ocean, it'll hide in the darkness. And whatever this was at that time, she came out of that experience and she said, "I can't believe you mentioned that." It's exactly what this symbol was very relevant to her in her life at that point. So I suppose that connects in with your question about the
wonderful. Are you kidding me? It does that and then some.
Yeah.
You are a breath of fresh air, man. I'll be honest with you. You've been through a lot of stuff, addiction, near-death experiences. That's traumatizing. That can create aggression later. Some head damage can happen, but you sound like nothing's ever happened to you. That's called coming back from the dead. It's called rising, people. It's called ascending, man. So even as a young person, when you were kind of poisoning yourself, you still knew, I don't want to be that way. And I was the same way. And that's someone that you call a Christ that's going to wake up one day. The one who's like, man, I want to quit this. I want to do it. But they can't. But the keep going, man. Don't stop. Your stars don't stop. They work 24 hours a day. That's why we have a 24-hour psyop of division. And now it's coronavirus. You see where I'm going? Why it's very important that we acknowledge the diversity that we have. I'm a black man, you're white, but I can speak with an accent, and I'm grateful because I'm also mixed with every other race in me.
Yeah.
I'm not just a black man, right? None of us are just one thing. We have to get past that, or a supreme race, or better than someone, or more wise. Okay. Now, number 7 in astrology, of course, is Saturn. It is violet, purple, and gray. Do those colors, do you know anyone named Violet or violins? Violence is there. Those things mean anything to you?
No, violins. I mean, it's so funny. I don't play the violin, but as a young kid, I remember I loved the idea of being able to play a violin and having a violin. I never went that route, but
Hare Krishna, psychic moment, a beautiful one, very good one. That was a child memory. We have to go back to a child. This child who passed away, his name was JJ. My nickname was JJ. So JJ, any child who passes on, their energy still exists. And we are connecting through our childhood memory for all, and I'm not judging women, for all the aborted babies. This is bad karma, it is. We didn't know any better, but we have to acknowledge. You have to date yourself first. You have to clean your body. Do an enema flush before you have a baby floating around your intestines full of what? McDonald's or Mick Jagger culture. And I'm not mad at the Rolling Stones that gave us kidney stones. And why did Mick Jagger have a hit song about, you've got kidney stones? Right? They don't do that. They promote destruction through entertainment. And they're very good entertainers, but it's a new day. So, what about the colors purple and gray? I also, by the way, I played the violin by ear as a child. It hurt my neck too much. I was too hyper. Couldn't do it. I'm a Taurus. Yeah. The colors purple and gray, they mean anything to you?
purple and grey. I suppose, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've always loved the colour purple.
Okay.
I've always related that to being a spiritual, wise colour.
That's great.
Or a symbol of wisdom, but other than that, nothing comes up.
That's also the name of a movie, The Color Purple. Why do you think, you see where I'm going, Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah, the black, famous people, right? And they don't sell out, apparently. Everyone has had to sell out if they're on screen. Why? Your face is in an image of idolatry. It's in electronics. It's in a screen. It's in a script, a camera lens. And here I am. I'm sitting with my camera lens of an eye, my eyes of Horus, and I'm absorbing magic, which your druids must have had an interesting way of doing that. Now, very good. I'm going to now go into your chariot card. Chariot, sweet chariot, powerful. This is a man. You see him with a sword, 2 lions, black and white, like Freemasonry. That's your black and white swan of ballet. Okay? That would be the color of pigeon doo-doo is black and white. And it's empowerment, drive, ambition, mastery, strength, social face, travel. Do you like traveling?
Yeah, I mean, I spent quite a few years of my life travelling, hitchhiking around Europe and Turkey.
Nice. Oh, Turkey?
Traveling became more of an inner journey. The yoga, the meditation, the prayer, and all the mystical experiences that come along with that.
Damn, that's nice. Wow, you hitchhiked to Turkey.
I did, yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
spent a month
powerful.
in Turkey.
Wow, well, I have to sell turkey meatloaves at where I work, so people of Turkey. This is for my Arabic people. So I'm gonna tie them into, because they've also been thrown into the coronavirus. Now everyone is dirty. All Arabs are terrorists, right? All gay people want to just rape you and have sex. No, they don't. All black people are gangsters. All white people can't rap or dance or have rhythm. This is bullshit. You had arabesque in ballet, people. Arab came from Turkey. Arabesque. Your King Louis, the Sun King, in which you all have a Sun King in your stomach. A solar plexus, like Lewis, is the black sun. The lower chakra is the crotch and the gut. It's your gut instinct. When you start feeling butterflies, when you start feeling nervous, that's the Grim Reaper reminding you that you're going to have to be in service, not out of service, if you want to get out of your flesh when you die. You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Now, King Louis worked with Turkey. All your Templars, we know this. Who is Saladin? The person that the Templar Knights who were Scottish and English. Not all of them were evil. They just didn't know what they were doing. You see, they got tricked with what? What does your coach say? Go out for glory, win for the team. Don't let them make a pussy out of you. Or they'll use these alpha bullshit. And then what happens? The men go, ah! Aggressive rape culture. See where I'm going?
Yeah.
You have a very aggressive culture out there. Well, I'm going to ask you, I've been to Scotland. Your skies are pretty gray out there. And I saw someone speak about the sun in Europe, and I was in England dancing, and it was always gray. Is it gray in Scotland for you?
It's often, yeah, very overcast. A lot of clouds, not very much sun. A lot of chemtrails as well.
Yes. Now we're going to cook. You want to know why? Your place has a lot of that shit because you're druids. Because you're the oak people. They don't want the ether. They don't want your Taurus fields. I always show. In my videos, there's a cross that keeps appearing and it vibrates. It is the Templar Taurus field. I show it in all my videos. The T for the Torah. Your people have a unique, everyone has this, but druids have a unique relationship with trees and oak. Oak, druid means people of the oak. We say okie dokie. We have Pokemon. We have the OK Corral in history. OK Corral is Overcast or Orange County, and orange is 33 in Freemasonry, 33 bones in your spine. Am I blowing your mind?
You're blowing my mind, Jay. Yeah.
Get your name decoded by me, people. This is what I do. Magic, but I'm nothing without you. Now, they're doing that also to create depression. So if you can find any time to walk barefoot on concrete, that's how you solar gaze when they do that to you. You have crystals. Very important detail. You have calcite crystals in all your cement. Blow your mind. You have calcite crystals in your pineal gland, Lewis. Are you kidding me? Your bones are made of calcium phosphate, which Saturn rules as Capricorn. So calcium's good for you. Calcium phosphate is your concrete. Lewis, your bones are made of calcium phosphate. Blowing your mind?
Yeah.
Hello, free calcium. Hello, elderly people with arthritis. Bless you. Take your shoes off. Walk barefoot. 10, 15. You're absorbing the light of the sun and the moon. The crystals are charging your cell phone, your selfie, your cell, your body. You see, that's how you... So do a lot of earthing, Lewis. Grass, dirt, but concrete's a very good one for the pineal gland. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Wonderful. Your astrology here is Cancer and Sagittarius, and I kind of felt like you're a Virgo for some reason. What is your sign?
Leo.
Ah, I was close.
Yeah,
Nice. Leo. You are a total lion. Total lion. Well, your sun rules your Leo, and you already know that the Leo rules astrology. You rule it, the whole damn thing. My ex-wife, bless her, didn't work out. A Leo, very powerful sexual energy. Have you ever had any challenges, Lewis, with sexual energy, with women, and losing control, drama, stress?
Yeah, absolutely. Losing control. During my teenage years, I found it very hard to control my energy. Either too sensitive or too fiery. And it's just been in later years now that I've started to work with that, exploring certain tantric practices and whatnot, and starting to get a grip of things.
That's great. Yes, Tantra is important because Tantra is actually mentioned in the periodic table. I think it's under Tectinium or something like this. Tantra. Yes. Or Tarantula. I was a dancer. We have the Tarantella dance. It's the dance of the Spider-Man. Your Native American said you live in a web site. What's the spider crawling on your web? Blow your damn mind. You have lines called a Taurus field or rainbow lines that go through your window. Yes or no, Lewis? They make lines. The rainbow makes it right. Well, what's the spider crawling? Watch this. It's the moon and the sun moving in degrees on everything we say, on everything we look at, on every thought that we have that we think isn't important. It's being recorded and it's manifesting into a reality because your sun is the spider woman and the man, and so is the moon. Make sense?
Somewhat, yeah. I'm trying to keep up with you. But yeah,
I know. It's intense. Basically, your sun is the spider crawling the degrees of the dome of your Earth. Slowly. You have a grid, right? Gridlock. What's the grid? The grid iron, they have lines on them, right? When you grill something, Lewis?
Yeah.
You see where I'm going? You have that over your dome. That one is hard to see because I can't show you a Taurus field right now, but go to my videos where I mention Taurus field, you'll understand.
Yeah. Within the screen.
Do you see them when you watch? Do you see them?
Yeah. I can remember you talking about that. Right
Dude,
in the center of the screen.
Hallelujah. Thank you. That's the spider web. That's those lines bending. Right. What's going around it is the sun, is the spider. Anyways, so that was kind of deep, but thank you for hanging in there. You also have Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter, and that's the father in heaven. Do we have any father issues or mommy issues?
I would say growing up there was sort of father issues in the way that we maybe didn't connect, and maybe the way that I felt like I needed that connection as a young teenage, young adolescent. But in later years we've sort of been repairing that and also accepting that we are different in some ways. We don't always need to see eye to eye with certain things, and there's an acceptance that's emerged there. So through that there's been a lot of healing that's taken place.
Man, you are a breath of fresh air. You know, we have self-esteem problems and mental health, and a lot of people, I always ask them, how you doing? They say, oh, I'm surviving. No, animals survive. Humans thrive. We're a high octave. I'm not damning my animals. But here you are, going through all this stuff, accidents, addiction, right? You could have died. You and your father, no connection. And you got it back, and you sound like you're at peace with your... How old are you?
I'm 25.
That's 7! You should have told me that. I'm sorry. You should have told me that. You're funny. You're a funny one, man. You're funny. You and I have to have a beer now and go and get drunk, man. No, I'm kidding. You're clean. You're sober. We're both sober. So, okay. Now, that's awesome, man. So the last reading I did with someone in Europe as well, the name, it was 7. Or no, pardon me. His name equaled, the number of his name equaled his age. 55 or something like this. Anyways, I love those moments. So we have the moon and Mercury. So you're a messenger. Well, there you go. Mercury is the Messiah. You do the mental therapy. You're using your mouth. People, we have a Raphe in our brain. Slow it down, Jay. Raphe, look it up. R-A-P-H-E is Raphael of your Bible. That thing is the lower part of the skull. And when you give your people the words to their head, you're using the vibration of your lower mind to your higher. You're giving messages to your most high is your cerebrum, which is your Brahma. Or isn't Brahm a Scottish name? Or like Brahm? I had a friend named Brahm.
Brahm.
Right? These names. What? Bronze. I look kind of bronze. I don't even look black. I'm more copper. Wonderful. I'm going to read your runes now. Okay, you have Ehwaz, E-H-W-A-Z, like Ewoks. Okay, this is your culture. This is Europe. Bless my Irish and my Scottish people. Your phrase is, always be as loyal and supportive to those around you as they are to you. That one comes up a lot. Does that mean anything to you?
I suppose what comes up for me is just, living for the greater good. I feel like I'm here to serve the greater good.
Yeah, you sound like it.
I want to help.
And that's the most important thing that any truther channel should be promoting. I see a lot of viral channels, and they're great. They give a lot of information, but I don't see the truther interacting with people and saying, hey, man, call me up. Let's get organized like the Illuminati do. Your government organized a fucking fake virus where everyone's afraid of elderly or children or Arabs or gays or whoever. This is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you for saying that. Your meaning here is a horse. Do you have a special relationship with animals? I mean, you got a lot of animals culture in Europe. Horses mean anything to you? They should.
Horses. I mean, the last time I was with horses was a few years ago in Denmark, and I remember having a very close connection with a horse. I sort of just placed my palm on it. It was quite like restless and anxious, and I just placed my palm on its forehead and I don't know, I just sent love towards it. There's just love and appreciation and peace. and the horse just sort of bowed its head, closed its eyes, and just went into like a peaceful sort of meditation in some way. So there was a connection there, and that was quite significant in that moment. It was just, for me personally, it was a recognition that, wow, these creatures are tuned in, sensitive.
This reading is a filter. You're basically giving people hope who have low self-esteem right now. A lot of people are broken, man. I mean, and I understand why. It's pretty intense today, the mind control. But yeah, you're basically a filter. So I'm grateful for this reading. You said Denmark, blow your mind. My last reading, the guy who was 55, and his name equaled that, his age, he was from Denmark.
Wow.
Now, Dmitri Mendeleev founded the periodic table. He was from Russia. We have a Moscow, Iowa, and we're worried about Trump in Russia? Okay. Dmitri Mendeleev is Denmark. Same letters as your medical doctor, which should be someone who can talk to your brain, like what you do, and get you to see that you're psychic and see your pain through your mind first, right? That's brilliant. That's how you deal with it. That's what I'm doing with you right now. I'm getting you to just share things that were painful, although you don't sound like you're in pain because you've dealt with it. However, it's still some kind of a relief, a massage, scarred tissue, you know, just sort of like getting it out. Like an orgasm, right? A lot of pent-up sexual frustration we have, but we can still have an orgasm mentally, and with our mouth is a sexual organ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Pressure.
Look at all the holes we have. I have a vagina in my ear, dude, in my nose. Are you kidding me? The anus. Gay people, I have love. I get it. It's what is the problem here? Like everything is sex, so we have to be careful. The penetration is not the only way to penetrate your love for yourself, first of all, and not pleasing someone else. Too many people trying to give someone an orgasm. If it doesn't work out, they don't like you anymore. Shame on you. Then you only wanted my body. You only wanted my special effects. You think your animals know what an orgasm is? They don't know. Listen. They don't. They're in heat and they chase each other. You know how much hell a female rabbit has to go through in the springtime?
Gosh, yeah.
It's pretty intense. I mean, it's kind of like rape, but they understand what they're doing and they accept their way of having sex. So, is that rabbit having an orgasm? Probably. I don't know. Anyhow, so your color is white. Beautiful. Write this herb down. Your herb is ragwort. Ragwort. Your gemstone, this is an awesome name. Your gemstone is Iceland Spar. Iceland Spar. Iceland mean anything to you?
It's just a nice country, Iceland. I've never been, but the
Cool.
colour that comes to my mind as soon as you said that was just like a turquoise.
Yeah.
Just Iceland, it just reminds me of like fresh, cool sort of water.
Yes, well, that's Turkey. Turkey is turquoise, it's Taurus, and you went to Turkey. You see what you were doing? You were waking yourself up. When you go to a place like that, you don't have to do any spiritual research. You're in a part of the earth where it's a certain octave. Why are there degrees in Freemasonry? In South Carolina, you have the 33rd parallel north. Geographically is your lines, is your grid lock. See where I'm going? So if I go to Turkey, maybe the degrees there have a certain vibration. In my feet, if I'm barefoot, I'm charging up their energy. You're becoming one with other people with different colors. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Beautiful. Your tree is the oak or the ash tree. Anyone named Ashley or Ashton? Popular name.
I'm not sure. Ashley.
Look for someone named Ashley or Ashton then. You're going to have an ash person. Or an asher. Asher? Yeah. Cool. Anyways, go buy an oak tree and an ash tree. Wear white, get your herb. And if you can chant Hare Krishna, that would be good too. Yeah, memorize that chant because that chant brought my plants to life. And I have new plants sprouting. I'll show you them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to show my first camera. In there, I had these little big sprouts. Okay, so I put dirt in there, and there was nothing growing, my brother, okay? And then after I chanted, do you see all the plants growing out of that now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no light coming in here. There's no seeds in there, bro. How'd that happen? I'm showing people out there. Your cortex in your brain is the bark of a tree. You're all druids. This is called being a Scottish person. So what you and I are doing right now, we're being farmers. As I speak to you, I'm speaking to you, the bark of your tree, and depending on how open-minded you are, you're going to sprout memories. You're going to grow and, oh yeah, Jay, that's why I keep asking you questions. That's a farmer planting the seed. See where I'm going here?
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
lot of people can't do that. They shut down. They have too much pride. It's too hard. But they get up. They go to work anyways. And they fake the orgasm. They hate the manager, but they pretend to like it. They hate their husband. They pretend to like it. They hate that TV show. They pretend to like it. They want to fit in. And now they're speaking about all this stuff that has nothing to do from within.
Yep.
Okay, it's our time. Now, your other rune, I love this build, is manas. Your manners. You're a well-mannered man. You're a gentleman, I can tell. Okay.
I'd say so, yeah.
You're the guy that would pull the door open for the woman and, the chair and all that. I feel like you're very, you want to make sure she's good. Am I right? Or, well, I don't know how you associate, but.
Absolutely. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely, when you find the right mate, I don't know if you're single now. Any children?
No children, no.
Okay. Are you single or kind of figuring it out?
I'm not single, no. I've got a partner.
Oh, okay, great. Fantastic, lovely. Well, that person's lucky. Cool. So, your key phrase here from Manas is your destiny awaits, claim it. And you're doing that. The meaning is a human, mankind. Human existence is he. Human existence is he. You feminists out there, there's a false agenda. We're all he or she. Wow. Your Viking rune, you're the Viking. Damn it. Is the self. Are you kidding me? It says the self, the cell. Your body, your brain cells. You use your mouth to heal people. Wow, you are your own, you are your business. You are a Walmart. You are your own Target. You are a co-op. You, the self. That's powerful.
Yeah.
I want to have my own business, right? I want to be my own self, where I wake up to donations only, and I get, mental health conversations. I want to wake up to so many donations. I don't have to worry about doing anything. This is why I'm doing this. See where I'm going? We can all be independent. Okay, and today we're going to have to work on it because they're trying to kill your money and kill your job and your spirit with these damn psyops. Okay, your I Ching is family, and you sound very at peace with your family, which is also rare today. Let me see. Your letter here is the letter M. Does the letter M mean anything to you?
The letter M. Other than my surname.
Please tell
No, other than that.
Right! You just helped me remember. There you go. So that's already showing you that this ancient, from thousands of years ago, this ancient Irish Scottish truth still directly relates to you and me. We're all relatives. We relate. Racism, how? Your associated herb, write this down, is madder, the Mad Hatter, M-A-D-D-E-R.
Matter.
Cool one. Your color is deep red.
Deep red.
And the most important thing, and I'm going to end on this, blow your mind. Your tree here is the holly tree. Now, what is Hollywood? People who love Hollywood. How do you think Hollywood happened? It's called ballet, dancing first. They made movies in tights and had themes like Sleeping Beauty. Who would that be about? Who was sleeping and then waking up every day? Venus and the sun, you think, maybe, Lewis?
That makes more sense now.
Yeah, doesn't a prince of darkness have to come and kiss her awake? That would be Saturn. That would be you, 7. But it's not all evil. He can either smother her with darkness, which the satanic people do, or he can gently put the black blanket of nothingness where we all came from. He can put the comforter on her and simply cuddle with her in bed. Nice, right? So go by your holly tree as well, your oak and your ash. Go with your mate. Your mate is the letter M, or your partner. And I encourage you to call this individual your lover. The word partner is corporate, and we live in a corporate world. I don't judge that you use this term. I'm not telling you what to do. It just kind of, I feel these words have energies in them.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Or call that person, just call them light. That's my light.
Yeah.
Simple. That's everything to me. So, go to your holly tree, because your Hollywood people have done a number on you and me. Every film that you and I have watched has left a film around our drinking glass. Blew your mind. When you drink, your lips stain it. The lipstick, that's your Taurus field. And we think we're so smart. When we were sleeping, right? The film, someone's recording you. So the culture, and they get you to put a film around your Coke and your Pepsi that has aspartame, your mouth, and they give you cancer while they entertain you and didn't tell you that the food they're serving in the cinema, where your self-body is all cancer causing. See where I'm going? Horrible. All these people with their award. I don't care about your Oscar. Where were you when Twizzlers was going down my gut? Twizzlers is licorice? No, it's friggin' pig skin and probably aborted baby fetus in there. And dye. Colors. Red. I used to love eating that. And the fake butter. Woo! Fake butter is Facebook and Federal Bureau. Any last thoughts? I'm going to end it there. Any last thoughts about the reading? Anything you want to say to people listening?
Yeah, it's been really interesting. So thank you, Jay. I really appreciate your time and for giving me that download and helping me make some more connections there.
Not a problem, man. And keep doing what you're doing. And you and I are now friends, so you can call me whenever, and we can talk.
Awesome. Yeah, I'd like that. That'd be good.
Great. I'll end it there.